right, yeah, so it's been a while, had a lot of work. So here's the final tone of this guitar for those who are interested in the various modifications I did. Just to review that, completely redid the electrical stuff, two new humbuckers, they're fender enforcers, 24K in the bridge and 9.5 in the neck. Putting them in series, push-pull pot, both the humbuckers, that is, and of course coil split. Here we have out of phase, and then a bright circuit, which basically cuts out some of the more bassy sounds, and then a distortion circuit, right? And then a dark circuit, which is really dark and pretty much unusable. It's a 0.033 cap, which would be like turning a normal sort of tone knob all the way down. Like that. Surprising thing about these pickups actually is they're quite bright for humbuckers. Surprisingly so. And for their ceramic humbuckers as well, which are sort of notorious for being muddy, but these are far from it. I'm sorry, I'm just putting this back higher up. And then kill switch, of course. There's a bit of a grounding issue there. You can hear a click. I have to fix that. But other things I did: new pick guard. Put the pick guard on the neck. Painted it with Montana spray paint, which worked really well. Used 2K lacquer on the top, buffed it, sanded it, that sort of thing. Routed out here for the bridge, because of course this is a Squier Mustang, which had a hardtail bridge. So now this works fine. Probably just the tune. And so let's have a listen. So let's just do the clean sound. Really bright, right? Let's listen to it out of phase. Bright circuit. Very bright. Okay, how about distortion? So for the distortion, I used two Germanium diodes. I think they're called 2N170s. You can check the specs later on one of the other videos. And then the dark circuit. Interestingly, I think the distortion and the out of phase sounds quite good. Okay, let's do the single coils, right? So this is both, or actually one thing I should do before that is, let me do that. We'll put it in the bridge. So this is this slug coil here at the moment. This in out of phase, it's not actually putting anything out of phase because I have it just on the bridge selector. So what it's done actually is it's moved what is selected in what single coil to this coil, so the one closest to the bridge, which activates that kind of Telecaster type sound, right? So Single coils. Oh shoot! You know what? Yeah, that's right. So both single coils here. We give that some. Well, why don't we give it some distortion? And then here's this humbuckers in series, and it doesn't matter what I do with this. I've disengaged the three-way switch with the series. Doesn't matter. And you can hear a kind of almost delay, quacky type envelope filter type sound. That's just because the bridge pickup is too close to the strings for basically the flooding of the signal. So if I lower this, it sounds normal. Distorted for sure. Here it goes away there with the distortion signal because a lot of the signal then is going to ground. That's how distortion is created. Basically, you're forcing the forward voltage through the diodes, clips the top of the amplitude as it comes back, giving it a distorted sound. But some of the signal then goes to ground because electronic current always wants to go to ground. So I'm not sure how much of the signal is going, but enough to make it quieter, but also enough to remove that quack of the sort of overly hot humbucker in the bridge pickup. Other than that, I should probably show you the tremolo. I don't have the arm, I can't find it in this mess, but I can just move it with my arm. Okay, so that's pretty much it, I think. I guess the tone knob, I put a 0.01 in there. I think it's 0.1. Yeah, 0.01. Just so you can roll it all the way back and still have a usable. Which for this guitar kind of needs because it's quite bright. So I'll usually put about half. More of, just with sort of a distortion pedal, it would sound like this. Yeah. Otherwise, I was just on a clean setting. So that's guitar. Enjoy it. I mean, again, a lot of these sounds aren't necessarily usable. I just kind of did it because I could, and I was interested in how these sounds were made and the electrical process, but also wanted to paint the guitar, and I painted it with Montana spray paint, which is normally used for graffiti and wall art. Then used 2K clear on the top, and then sanded, buffed it, and just played around with different techniques of woodworking and just messing with guitars, including putting this veneer on the front, and you can see the other videos for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.